What if you were punished not for what you did, but for what you thought? Welcome to North Korea, a country where control is taken to such extremes it's hard to believe the rules are real. In today's video, we diving deep into 34 shocking laws that govern the everyday lives of North Koreans, from banned hairstyles and outlawed movies to punishments that span 3 generations. If you think you know what oppression looks like, think again. Let's get started. A child is born in North Korea, and from that very moment, the state has already labeled them a traitor, not because of anything they did, but because of their bloodline. This is a country known for having some of the harshest laws on earth. Laws so strict, so bizarre, they're hard to believe. Elections? Sure, but there's only one candidate, and voting for anyone else could land you in prison. Television? There's just one channel, you can't change it. You can't turn it off. It plays only government-approved content. In North Korea, it's not just illegal to commit a crime. It's illegal to even think about one. After World War II, Korea was divided into 2 nations, North and South. The North came under Soviet influence, the South under American. In 1948, Kim Il-sung became the leader, and North Korea was declared the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. But in reality, democracy never stood a chance. In 1950, the Korean War broke out between the North and the South. And although the fighting ended, no peace treaty was ever signed. Technically, the 2 countries are still at war. Since then, power in North Korea has stayed in one family, from Kim Il-sung to Kim Jong-il to today's ruler, Kim Jong-un. Each leader has used fear, surveillance, and brutal laws to stay in control. And these laws? They aren't just strict. Some are downright chilling. In 2024, North Korea banned sunglasses at official events and even wedding dresses. In public spaces like subway stations, instead of music, the government plays recorded speeches from the Kim family. Talking or making noise during these broadcasts is strictly forbidden. Watching South Korean dramas or Hollywood movies is a serious crime. If caught, citizens face forced labor camps or even worse. Why? The regime calls it ideological contamination, the fear that people might be influenced by foreign ideas. There's no real internet. Citizens get access to a tightly controlled internal network, completely isolated from the outside world. And even that is monitored. What you read, what you write, what you search, all tracked by the government. Making international phone calls without permission, also illegal. The media, 100% state-run. No independent journalism, no private radio. No outside opinions. Every newspaper, every broadcast praises the regime and spreads hatred toward Western nations, especially the United States. Children are taught from a young age to distrust, even hate Americans. Even hairstyles are controlled. Citizens are allowed to choose only from a short list of government-approved styles. Wearing jeans, dyeing your hair, or wearing shiny clothes can get you into serious trouble. And food, forget personal choice. American-style hot dogs and South Korean dishes like tteokbokki are banned simply for representing foreign culture. Traveling from one city to another requires official permits. Without one, even domestic travel is illegal. Passports? Only the elite get them, government officials or those close to Kim Jong-un. For everyone else, leaving the country is a dream that will never come true. Ownership doesn't exist here. You can't own land, homes, shops, or businesses. Everything belongs to the state. You only use it, and only with permission. Practicing religion, outlawed. There are churches, yes, but they're just for show. Citizens caught actually using them are sent to labor camps. And if someone tries to rebel against the regime or speaks out against the Kim family, not only are they punished, but their entire family could be imprisoned for generations. Imagine this. If someone is labeled a traitor, their child and even their grandchild will carry that label. Why? To crush any hope of rebellion? For generations to come. Every neighborhood is surrounded by government informants who silently observe residents' daily lives. And perhaps the most terrifying law of all thought crime. Even if you think about doing something against the regime and someone reports you, you could be arrested. North Korea punishes intentions, not just actions. Every citizen is required to attend weekly self-criticism sessions. In front of a group, people must admit their failures, such as not praising Kim Jong-un enough, being tempted by foreign media, or hiding someone else's disloyalty. Then the group criticizes them, and they ask for forgiveness. Everyone must vote, but only for the one government-approved candidate. There's no real choice, just an illusion of participation. In North Korea, not voting is considered an act of treason. But what's the point of voting when there's only one candidate on the ballot, the one handpicked by the regime? The elections aren't about choosing leaders, they're loyalty tests. When 100% of the population votes for the same person, the government spins it as proof of national unity and strength. There is a parliament called the Supreme People's Assembly, but it doesn't make decisions. It simply approves whatever the country's ruler, Kim Jong-un, decides. Every citizen is required to memorize 10 ideological principles, all centered around loyalty to the Kim family. Even pausing or forgetting a line while reciting them can get you labeled a traitor. Every television is preset to state-run channels like Korean Central Television. Tuning into foreign media isn't just restricted, it's illegal. Imported TVs have foreign signal receivers disabled before entering the country. Even bicycles must be registered, have license plates, and require a road safety test and a riding license. Wearing clothes with foreign logos, slogans, or flags. Strictly banned. The regime sees them as cultural pollution and demands that citizens project a purely North Korean identity. And it's not just locals. Even tourists are under tight control. People in this class are given the hardest, dirtiest jobs, like mining or sanitation work, and are kept at the bottom of society. Electricity, gas, and water are rationed and strictly monitored. Starting at age 17, all citizens, men and women, must serve in the military for 10 years. When a member of the Kim family dies, crying in public isn't optional, it's required. If someone isn't seen mourning enough, their loyalty is questioned. Every home must display portraits of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, which must be kept clean at all times. Failing to maintain them properly can lead to punishment. Children are required to memorize the speeches of the Kims as part of their ideological education. North Korea is so isolated that it even follows a different calendar called the Jukki calendar, which starts from the birth year of Kim Il-sung, 1912. That means while the rest of the world is in 2025, North Korea considers this year to be Jukki 113. Why such isolation? First, the regime fears that if people are exposed to the outside world, they'll rebel. That's why media, internet, and international travel are banned or heavily restricted. Second, international sanctions due to North Korea's nuclear weapons program have pushed the country even further into isolation. It's important to note some of these laws may have changed, and new, possibly harsher, rules may have been introduced. Most of the information we have comes from brave defectors, who escaped after 1953 and from satellite images and smuggled footage sent out via USB drives. North Korea remains one of the most secretive regimes on Earth. Its citizens live under constant surveillance, fear, and propaganda in a society where control replaces choice and loyalty is demanded, not earned. If you found this video eye-opening, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Which of these rules shocked you the most? Thanks for watching, and remember, freedom is priceless.